Hey guys, welcome to our channel Coders Arcade. This is Ashank David, and in today's video, I am gonna explain you how destructors work in C++ object-oriented programming. So let us understand about that. Before I start with this video, I would like to request you people to please like, share, and subscribe to our channel Coders Arcade, and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you won't miss any future updates. So let's just start. So I will first start by writing hash include IO stream. Then I'm going to say using namespace std. I'm going to create a class here. And let's say the class name is a student. So in this student class, I am going to say, let's say public. And first I'll create a constructor. So you already know what is a constructor. Constructor is a specialized function which has the same name as the class name and whose job is to automatically create the object and to initialize the object attributes of that particular class. So in this case, there are no attributes as of now because we have not written any. I'm just gonna take a default constructor and I'm just gonna show you the use of it first. So I'm gonna say here, let's say constructor invoke. Wrote something like this. What I mean to say is that as soon as I finished up this class, if I create my main function and if I create the object of the class now, so how do we create the object of the class in C++? We first write the class name student and S1. This is the object of the particular class called student. Now, I have not written like this because there is no constructor call or there is no parameterized constructor inside this class. I hope so that we understood that, right? The basics of object-oriented programming in C++. So in this case, because this is the default constructor now, I'm mimicking this as a default constructor. Here in this case, whenever the object is going to created, this constructor is going to be default called, which means it will print constructor invoked. Because the theory says that whenever an object is created, the constructor will be automatically called. So in this case, if I right now run this program, it would just print constructor invoked one time. So now you see that it printed a constructor invoked one time. It's constructor, by the way. Constructor invoked one time it will print, right? Now, if I create another object, you can see that it will also invoke the constructor again and the constructor invoked will be printed two times. This proves that whenever the object is created, the constructors of a class are automatically called. In this case, because it's the default constructor, they're gonna get automatically called. Speaking of the destructors though, now destructors concept does exist in C++ because here we can create the memory also and delete the memory also. A lot of things can be happen in C++ because memory can be manipulated in C++ easily. For that reason, we have the option of destructors also. So if this is a constructor, then a destructor can be written by first writing the tilde sign and then the class name student. And destructor is also a specialized function just like a constructor, which will have the same exact name as the class name, but the only difference is going to be that it will have a tilde sign. So this makes this function a destructor function of this class called student. And inside this, the same thing I'm going to write, but I'm going to just write it as a destructor. So you see that now this is a destructor basically, and this is a constructor. Constructor doesn't have a tilde sign while destructor has a tilde sign. For now, after this, just like how the constructors are working, whenever the object is getting created, constructors are getting called. Similarly, destructors will be also invoked as soon as the job of the constructor or the particular object is done in this case. In this program, we can see that we have just created the objects. And first the constructor will be called and then the destructor for destroying that object will be called at the end of the program. So just similar to what we just saw right now, when the object is created, constructors are automatically called. Similar to that, whenever an object is created, the destructors are also automatically called once the job is done for that particular object. So now if I run this program, you can see that it will print destructor invoked also. Why two times? Because there were two objects which were calling the destructor. Well, I hope so that this is easily understood by everyone. This is destructor and this is constructor. So this is the destructor, and the destructor's job is to destroy the object once the job is done for that particular object. Well, we don't call the destructors manually because they are all automatically called, just like a default constructor. Default destructors will also get automatically called. Remember, Java doesn't have destructor because in Java, memory is manipulated automatically by JRE itself. That's all for this video, guys. I hope so you have understood what is destructors in this case. And that's all for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. This is Ashank David signing off. I'll see you guys in the next one.